So what had happened was I was looking on the internet for some stuff for the car, happened to put it in the Walmart cart. A couple weeks later, my wife goes and gets groceries and this was in there still. I did not do it on purpose. This is the Chemical Guys Honeydew Snowfoam Auto Wash. This is not going to be a super scientific review. I'm not real scientific. I use hard concrete evidence. Some things I want to test in this thing. It says it's snow foam. So we're going to check out and see how thick that foam is. We're going to see how well it clings to the car. And then it also, like a lot of their products, says it can do a touchless auto wash. I'm not sure I believe in that, but let's just see how good it does. We're gonna do half of the hood with a sponge. The other half, we're just gonna lay this on there, let it soak, and rinse everything off with the pressure washer and just see the comparison. It also says that it protects wax, okay? Or it preserves a wax. I do have a somewhat good wax coat on here, so when we're done, we're gonna give it a feel test and see how smooth it still feels. I think the last thing I'm gonna check here is spot-free rinse. It does say that it leaves a spot-free rinse. Half of it on the front, we're going to leave just rinsed, air dry only. The other half, we're gonna go ahead and take a towel, do my normal method for drying it, and do a quick comparison. As usual, we'll be applying the Honeydew Snow Foam with a foam cannon today. It's already got some hot water, so let's give it a squirt and fill her up. Wow, I made a mess. Things smell so good. I don't understand why they make them smell so good. Not sure it's honeydew. I feel like I could drink this. Freeze it, throw it in a blender, add some tequila. Okay, let's wash the car. Time for some snow foam. First check is the foam thickness and how well it sticks and all that kind of stuff. Kind of foamy area here. It's not super thick and it doesn't seem to be clinging very well. You can kind of see it's running off pretty fast. It's not quite as slick as say the extreme body wash and wax that you've seen me do a review on before. It's soapy, but it doesn't have that super slick kind of feeling. I think it shows in how much it's foaming up and how well it's clinging to the car. Now, how thick it is and how well it clings to the car doesn't exactly determine how well it's gonna clean. So we're gonna go ahead and start wiping one half of this, and then we'll go back and rinse it all because it's been soaking for just a few minutes. We're gonna go down half of this with a quick wipe and see the difference. I know it's gonna be better, but I wanna kind of have control over here. And then this side, we'll give it that wipe, just this half. And that should do it. All right, let's give it a rinse. All right, I'm giving it a rinse. I'm trying to be as equal on both sides so that you can't just say it was the pressure washer only that was doing the cleaning. At first glance, the touchless actually seemed to do a pretty decent job. So let's take a closer look and see the difference. Across the black nose cone is where you might be able to see it better. There was some bug guts on there, and actually, it looks like it got removed on the side that was touchless and the side that I used the sponge. We have the touchless side, hand wash side. It's really hard for me to tell the difference. Let's get the wash finished on this guy before the rain comes down. But I got two more things to check. I want to see, was it really safe for that wax? And is it truly a spot-free rinse? ahead and dry half of this hood section here so that we can see what kind of a spot-free rinse it has. It's a little hard to tell in this white paint here, obviously. It's kind of the advantage of having white. But on this window, you'll definitely see, because if I ever forget to, or it gets too hot and it dries too fast, I can see really quickly where it has dried too fast and we get spots everywhere. So everything's all dry now, and I think the easiest place to see this is on this window here. You can see some minor spotting there, kind of against the roof. Over here is our control side, and right there you can see some of that spotting. From the outside you can see there is some spotting. It's not perfect, but it's decent. Now this of course has to do with how well I rinsed it, and of course what kind of water you're using. But I'll say this is acceptable maybe if you're in a hurry. Towel dry, non-towel dry. Lastly, let's see how well the wax held up to this soap. Not scientific at all, but I know what my car feels like after a few weeks of being waxed. It's fully dry and it feels as it should. So soap delivers on that one. Well, it didn't rain after all. That's Houston for you. Now it's bright and sunny out here. Go and wrap this up with some final thoughts on the Honeydew Snow Foam Auto Wash from the Chemical Guys. So we wanted to check how well it foamed up through the foam canyon. We wanted to check whether it's really good for a touchless wash. We wanted to see its spot-free rinse abilities and whether it is actually safe for waxes and sealants. But what's the bottom line on a product like this? Well, it's not something I'm gonna use all the time, but I think it does have a place in your car cleaning arsenal. And that is, if you don't have a lot of time and your car is not very dirty, this can be a great product for you. Put it on with the foam cannon, let it soak a moment, rinsed it off, and I didn't have to dry it. I felt like it actually did a pretty decent job cleaning the car, and may not have been perfectly spot-free, but it was much better than other products that will leave huge white spots all over the place if you don't give it a good drying. And on top of that, it kept my wax intact. Thanks again for watching this. If this is helpful for you, please consider subscribing. I will continue to bring great content just like this all the time. And until the next time, have a good one. See you later.